Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We have already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Brazil have produced some of the best centre-halves around, and I think Militao is up there in that lineage, Peter. He's very quick and aggressive, and while he does have the odd mistake in him, or certainly did in his earlier career, he's maturing fast and he's easing that out of his game, and he can go all the way to the very top.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Belletti. In towards the back stick. And that has been knocked clear. Great vision. Threads one in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Bellingham. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Camavinga kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Busquets. Maradona. This is promising. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Half an hour played now. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Busquets is always scanning the pitch for targets. That's very neat. Maradona going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Hazard. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Bellingham. Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's good play. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the first 45 minutes are up. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Some first-half thoughts?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we are back underway. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Busquets. Bellingham. And Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Now then, clash of the egos.
And it's Camavinga. Neymar. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Ah, such a clever touch. Takes a shot! There it is! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Looking tidy in possession here. Maradona will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
That is good alertness. He can get that clear. And he is slightly undercooked, that one.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Can he get on the end of this? A look goes for a shot! No mistake! They have stolen level at the last! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
The ball has bounced loose now. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, there was
Oh, what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. Well, Jim, Tony Adams, of course, is the absolute colossus in defence, isn't he?
Absolutely, and we all know about his defensive prowess and his leadership, but I think a lot of people overlook his versatility and his adaptability.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's the way he's developed a more expansive front-footed game over the years. That's highly impressive.
Diaby. Now it's Haaland. Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's a sharp little ball here.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Now it's Scholes. This looks promising. Ball's played through, pass somewhat off target. Now it's Haaland. Haaland! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Pires clears it away. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he plays one through. He's face to face with the keeper. Tries a shot! Goal! Manchester United! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
It's goals! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And that is fabulous! A true beauty of a goal!
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Now that looks a decent ball. Good ball, good take. Big chance! Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Great ball if he can get there. Gets into some space. There's the header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Manchester United are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And we are back underway. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have... Oh, he's been caught on it here! That has been cut short. Rice. Now, this could be a chance. Manchester United finding their passes. Aimed beyond the defence. Hit into the middle. And he's there to clear it. And he's only too happy to take that back. Picked out brilliantly. And the shot! Oh, it's come loose.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Knocks it into space.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Diaby just eases him off the ball. And here's Scholes. Diaz could try cutting inside here. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quick.
Haaland! Should have equalised.
That was so poor. A very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 10.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
Number 19, Van Dijk.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Number 15, Hazard. Number 18, Van Nistelrooy. Number 5.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Scholes is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Audacious attempt!
Added time.
That is decidedly lacking.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph.
Please refrain from parking.
After all of that, Jim, what do you...